Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in a digital world. We're going to look at a ballpoint pen today. And a shout out to my good friend Sue in Switzerland, who sent these to me some time ago. Thank you, Sue. And I'm trying to get through. I'm so grateful. People have sent me all kinds of wonderful things to review, and because I really only have time to produce one video a week, try to get through them in addition to stuff of my own that I want to review. And so sometimes it takes me a while, as in this case, but I want you to know how much I appreciate it, and I do get to things eventually. And so I am looking forward to this. Sue responded to a plea I made some time ago, complaining about green pens and how there are no really great green ballpoint pens out there that really have a good, constant, nice, dark, saturated green ink. A Bic Extra Bold Crystal pen, 1.6 millimeter, is one of the better ones I have found. Still not ideal in my book. You know, we have blues and blacks and even reds that are really great in ballpoint pens, but gosh, the green always comes up short. And I know that I think I've speculated with some of you, and someone mentioned, well, there's not a big call for green pens, so, you know, to develop a good green ink is how many green pens are you going to sell? Well, that's true. Well, Sue happened to find a number of green pens and sent them to me, including this Schneider Viz pen, which is from Germany. I never see these here. In Switzerland, obviously, she has access to things that we just don't see here in the United States, so I am grateful. She actually sent me 2 of them. So I'm hoping I'll really like these because I'm always looking for a green pen. So let's get to it. This is a pen made in Germany by Schneider. It is a Viz. I assume the M stands for medium. You can see it's a hexagonal, I think, or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might even be octagonal. Oh, it's got a lot of sides to it. 2, 3. No, I guess it's hexagonal. Okay, pen. Has a clear, green plastic, opaque, or translucent, I should say, translucent barrel. You can see the ink tube within, which I really like that very much. It's got a white end here with the Schneider S embossed. Probably can't see it very well with the light, but it's there. It's sort of a trio of S-shaped lines, and does have a barcode product number. And let's look at the point. Now it says medium. Not quite sure. We'll see what that means, what that comes down to, whether or not that means it's a 1.0 millimeter point or something in that vicinity. But there is the tip. Here's the cap. So the cap has got some cutaways here, which caps need to have because of choking hazard. And you can see it has a little bit of a design molded into it. It has a pocket clip. Fits easily and nicely on the pen, and posts does it on the top there. So there it is. We're going to try this out and see. I have not. Oh, it writes right away. Okay. So that's great. These have been sitting a while. Feels like a 1mm to me. It's in green, and it is green. It writes fairly smoothly. I'm conscious, though, of some ink blips periodically in the writing. You can see them there. Thank you so much, Sue, for sharing these. And I want to compare it to a couple other pens here. Let's let me get a baseline here. So okay. There's a big crystal up, which would have a similar size tip. Now see, the Schneider looks a little deeper, a little richer. Here is a Papermate Inkjoy. Now it's a 4-color, but I'm just going to use the green. It is a 1.0. Again, so a similar tip. Also lighter, a lighter shade. And then this isn't quite a proper comparison, I guess, because it's the Bic Crystal Extra Bold. So it's going to have an extra, a wider line, and it might appear to be darker because there's just more ink going down. But you can also see a pattern here where on the downstroke at the end it lays down. The ink doesn't really roll evenly throughout the stroke. You see a little of it happening here with the Viz. You see more uniform here in these two options, but you know, as terms of coloring goes, this does appear, the Viz appears to be darker. So I'm going to try this for a while and just see how I like it. And sometimes ballpoints too, you know, over time their performance changes a little bit. The Bic Crystal Fine Point to me is always the example of that happening, where it actually gets a little smoother. So we'll see. But for now, I am glad that I have finally been able to try this Schneider pen in green, and we'll see how it continues to fulfill my needs for a green pen. But by comparison, I like the ink. Again, I may be chasing something that doesn't exist in terms of finding the perfect green ballpoint, but I'm glad to have tried this, and I thank Sue again. Hope all is well with you in Switzerland, and I appreciate you sharing this pen with me. And I appreciate everybody watching this video. Please share, like, subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon here on Always Analog.